Hi, everyone. It is me, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor King World, Lita here. And today, as you can see, you still got that Easter egg in the background, which hasn't been taken down yet. But that's not the grounds of this film. Today's ground of this film is about, being about a lot of folks ask about my bears. Now, in the Toei take, in the Viz take, they said that my mother and father died in a sky ship mishap, but they don't say when. I say when I was younger, but that's more like Makofo's bind, because it never comes up in the two Deke followings. And the only time that I say something was when Serena or Sailor Moon had all these cats, and they were saying we need all these folks that got to take care of them. And Ray talks about how she can't do it because there's birds everywhere, and Amy's has too much work to do, so she wouldn't have time. And Mina says she already has Artemis, and he's already a handful. And then I said, what about me? And I said, no, my mother is allergic to cats or whatever. And it's the only time it comes up, you know? So that's how everyone wonders about my background. They say that I got, kicked out of schools, out of learns for fighting. Now, yes, it's true that it is talked about in the Deke one. They do bring it up, and these in Toby will bring it up too. So Invis will bring it up too. So yeah, it is something that both me and Makofo, if I'm saying that Dawnish borrow name right or not, did. And there were times where I was fighting. Like that one time when the Black Moonkin brainwashed everyone into thinking that Amy was cheating on some stretch that she got, she did well on. And I ended up beating up 3 folks because they were saying that she was a cheater. But did I get kicked out of that? If someone talked to me about it, well, it didn't happen in Deke and it didn't happen in Toei or Viz. Now, a lot of folks might say to themselves, another thing about you, Sailor Jupiter, or about you, Lita, that some Sailor Moon followers always wonder, is who's Freddy? Who's Frederick? You said that you had your old boyfriend Frederick that I say a lot of men make me think of. But then again, I say, how could they? Because Freddy or Frederick dumped me or broke up with me. And yes, in Rainy Day Man, at least a slight of the song playing that shows how Frederick left me, broke up with me, and how Kenneth showed up to help me at the right time. That's the only time I ever talk about it. I mean, yeah, I'd say it a lot. I was like, he makes me think my old boyfriend, Freddie. But then he can't be because Freddie broke up with me. Now, and the, now that was how Deke and Chlorway would sometimes bring it up. But Toei or Viz wouldn't bring it up at all. They wouldn't really, bring it up. And in the live PGSM show, it was more like, that my bears had died in some skyship mishap when I was younger. And that I really, had a hard time, being friends with folks because I thought that at the end, everyone that you cared about would leave you. And also some folks seem to be frightened of me or scared of me due to the name of me being a fighter. Being kicked out of my old learn for fighting. And also, yeah, that seemed to be what it was. So then I had to take on being, making meals, cooking, whatever you want to call it. And that was seen to be a good side. But sometimes it offshoots between either me wanting to do cooking and have a eating hall business, or somehow me being a tree business. So it keeps shifting back and forth between, but I got more than one skill, yeah. But we're getting way off track. At the end of the day, in the Deke world, in the Cloverway world, in the Pioneer world, my mother and father are still alive. They didn't die in some skyship mishap. Unlike Matoko, her mother and father died in some skyship mishap in every take. And Toei's take, Viz's take, the he's in the 2000 YL's take of it, and even in the live show take, they all talk about Makofo's bears dying in some skyship mishap. But the one thing they don't really talk about that much is the whole FREDDY, my former boyfriend FREDDY, which Deke and Cloverway say it a lot. Mostly Deke probably says it a lot more than Cloverway does, and it does. I don't really know if Toei or Viz even talk about it. So that's a little bit about me, about my bears and the skyship mishap, which happened to Makofo's bears and didn't happen to mine, and how I had this background of me breaking up, or no, more likely my former boyfriend Frederick breaking up with me. And if you like this film, follow me over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Don't forget to share and rate. Don't forget to share and follow up and playlist this film. Give us your feedback and thoughts on this film. And if you haven't already, hit that bind so you can follow us, and a ringer too. So sometimes it'll let you know when the next upload, live stream, or short's been done. I, Sailor Jupiter, or Sailor King Rollita, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.